Boy, it'd be really nice if we could go one off season without a Vikings player threatening to hold out or, cryptically send his way out of town. So according to ESPN and Adam Schefter, Vikings running back Dalvin Cook holding out without reasonable extension according to sources. Does this sound familiar, anyone? Does this kind of sound like what happened last year with Diggs? Yeah. So basically according to what I've been reading here is, he will no longer participate in any team activity unless he receives what he determines to be a reasonable deal. And it sounds like they've been trying to negotiate the contracts and all that stuff. But I mean, I can kind of see why Dalvin Cook is as upset as he is, because his quarterback is making literally $150 million over 5 seasons, which in and of itself is crazy money. And he only has $1.3 million left on his contract, which it's again, without Dalvin Cook, this offense doesn't do anything. This offense is slow, lethargic, painful. It was alarming how much Dalvin Cook was our offense last year. It was alarming how much he was our offense last year. So anyway, the only thing that I'm concerned about is, last year Melvin Gordon did the same thing, and, it seriously hurt him and his negotiating powers moving forward. Zeke, he managed to luck out. Le'Veon Bell, yikes. David Johnson and Todd Gurley were basically invaluable to their offense, but were playing a position in which wages have not risen at the same rate. And in honesty, if I were to put my 2 cents on how much I think we should pay him, because it sounds like he wants more than what David Johnson is making, which, according to after he was traded to Houston, he's making roughly $13 million a year. And, Cook wants that, and if not more, so. But again, he's one of the best running backs in the league. He's one of the top pass-catching running backs. And again, when we use a lot of screens and dump-down passes, I mean, for fuck's sake. And also, it doesn't help that the two sides haven't talked to each other since last week and have no further talks scheduled. Cook has presented what he thought was a reasonable proposal this offseason, but the Vikings were unwilling to meet it. And with that at the standstill, yeah. It really gets annoying, honestly. It's just so frustrating. But at the end of the day, though, make your money. I mean, you don't have that many opportunities to make a lot of money to basically set you up for life. But at the same time, if we don't, it's not even the fact that Dalvin Cook is a great running back or a bad running back or this or that or the other thing. It's just the offense is a lot different without him on the field. Because, again, last year, it seemed like, good God, it seemed like out of a 10-play drive, Dalvin Cook was involved in 6 out of those 10 plays. Whether it be play action or dumping it down to him on a screen or, just handing it off to the backfield. I mean, thankfully, we have some decent running backs on the team, though. Mike Boone is pretty good. Amir Abdullah, when he's given the opportunity, Amir Abdullah is actually really solid himself. And Mike Boone, who, when he has the opportunity and he can hold on to the ball, he can rip chunks. And I mean chunks. Just ask Chicago how that went for them last year. So, all I can say is I just hope this doesn't drag out through training camp, because if this does, this is going to be like a Melvin Gordon situation or Ezekiel Elliott situation all over again. And again, like I say, I get it because running back is a very, very physical position. And very dangerous, too. Just because, again, you're literally, well, running right through massive bodies of guys. And, well, basically getting, well, pancaked and or thrown out of bounds. It's the running back position has got to be one of the more physical positions, other than I might say like linemen, because the linemen literally run into each other like 350-pound men versus another 350-pound man who's like, 6'6" and like 10% body fat, These guys are mountains, if you haven't noticed. So, but yeah, as I said before, I saw this happen last year, and, well, again, for some running backs, it worked, and others, well, I guess, unless Melvin Gordon's philosophy was to get the hell out of I guess, Los Angeles now, but, out of the Chargers organization, then good job. But, I don't know. Because Le'Veon Bell really didn't do anything last year. Ezekiel Elliott, well, to be fair, Zeke is, again, like 60% of their offense as well. And David Johnson hasn't been healthy since he signed that massive contract. And again, Dalvin Cook's biggest issue is his health. So, I can see why the Vikings are as hesitant as they are, but at the same time, Dalvin Cook is like 70% of our offense. Without Dalvin Cook, the offense looks different. It looks lethargic. It just doesn't have the same juice to it. So, again, we'll just wait and see what happens, because for all I know, the Vikings and him could come together and they could have a contract tomorrow, or Dalvin Cook is no longer on this team as of today. So, well, until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good day.